Hello folks and welcome back to the, let's see, I want to say this is the 19th episode of Siege of Avalon. I hope I'm correct, otherwise I've just made a complete fool of myself. But anyways, welcome back. In the last episode we took out the Sha'Ahoul Dreamwalkers who had captured the Astral Guardian here. Then we went and obtained her necklace from the Naga and the Earthstone back from Felik. Also, while talking to Felik, we were able to name his apprentice. His apprentice's name is Icarus. Very interesting name from Greek mythology, I think. Anyways, let's talk to the Astral Guardian, and she will go send us to save Queen Nanesi from the Dreamwalkers. Oh, and I also just remembered that I need to save. And yes, so saving that as 18, this should be episode 19. Okay. Have you found the artifacts I need to open the portal? Without them, I will be unable to form a stable gateway. I've retrieved the items you requested, Guardian Anea. She accepts both items reverently. Excellent, Anubis. With my necklace, I can strengthen my own powers. With your stone as a potent link to your world, I should have no trouble establishing and maintaining a gate there. Whenever you are ready, I can open the portal. Alright, I don't really care about the Lurkers. I don't have any other questions. Let's go. This portal I am opening should transport you to almost exactly where your enemies have made their secret camp. I wish you total success in your mission, Anubis. These shaman are a scourge, and I will be pleased to see them wiped out. While you are attending to them, I will focus my attentions on restoring my lost people through the power of the Earthstone. Proceed with the opening, Astral Guardian. Alright, let's equip protection from fire. Let's save. And let's go. Alright, so we are here doing all our protection spells. And let's equip the Great Wolf spell here. So let's see. Easy, easy. Oh dear. Oh, fudge, fudge, fudge. Hold on, Great Wolf. Oh dear, the lag is strong with this one. No, they got me with some big hand thing. Alright, in that case, let's do protection from all, protection from all, protection from all. And then we have a magic resistance, right? Yes. Since that, I think, was actually what did it for us. Let's do Mana Thief. Since I think that helps against spells. I think anyways. Ah, trapped. Oh god. Well, there goes Icarus there. And then we are hit with Uber thing. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's reload. This is going to be interesting. Interesting. So we'll do our cold protection spells. Protection from all. And then protection from magic. Let's see, what else? I'm going to take off the ring of fire protection and put on the one of cold. Let's see. Protection from magic. Regular protection. Okay. Hopefully this will work better here. Where's my... There. Alright. Let's try this again. And we're hits. Oh dear. Oh, these guys have a hell of a lot of stuff here. Heal, 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 heal. Ah! Oh, don't use that against him. Smack this guy. Smack him. Smack him well. Did we do it? Thank God, I think we did. Alright, well, we have a ring of meditation here. Let's grab it. Greater protection from magic. I suppose we can grab that one. Let's continue going around. Blistering Bolt, Book of the Volcano. Cast a Flame Strike spell while equipped. Ooh. That's very interesting. What else do we have on these guys? Queen Nanesi's Heart Jar. So we've taken out all of these lovely Sha'Ahoul. Only took us a couple tries. So that's not too horrible. We'll save it again. Now this Flame Strike spell. Let's try, let's see. Flame Strike. Ooh. That's a very interesting looking spell. I don't know if it's solely relegated to just a small area there, but it looks interesting. Okay, let's head back. So the restored Lurkers are here, all in their glorious, beautiful human form, I guess. Oh, the journal. Incredibly, the Guardian's plan worked, and just as she said it would. I had doubts earlier, considering our own efforts in the keep weren't enough to plan a solution, but now the Guardian's people have finally been restored from their cursed state. I can't remember what I imagined Lurkers, the cursed counterparts of the humans who now stand before me, originally look like, but seeing them set aright, I'm almost surprised that they could pass as one of Avalon's people. They would only have to wear our garb, and of course, walk without stumbling. Having such huge heads doubtless required them to alter their gait. They're growing accustomed to walking like humans once again, which makes me wonder if they'll adapt so quickly to their old roles as protectors of the astral nexus. And as far as the Guardian, she clearly has powers the likes of which we mortals could not possibly fathom. And now that she and her people are once again united, the Sha'Ahoul and Naga threats has forever been removed from the astral plane. I cannot thank you enough for what you have done. Look round and you shall see the people you knew as Lurkers transformed. To me, this means even more than my own freedom, which I also owe to you. The good you have done is almost certainly greater than you can ever comprehend, or even comprehend. You have done a great service for justice and freedom. Because of this, I will always be at your service. What must I do now that I have recovered the Queen's heart jar? The mages of your world can best deal with this despicable item, since magic varies from plane to plane. Though your enemies created the item, I have little doubt that your own people will have much difficulty in separating the Queen's spirit from the vessel that now contains it. I have little doubt That makes it seem like it's going to be really hard to do this. Why aren't you helping me out? Oh, whatever. When the Astral Guardian told me what had happened, that the Sha'Ahoul had imprisoned Queen Nanesi's spirit in a jar, my heart sank, for I was sure she was forever to be a slave of the shaman's whims. Nonetheless, I've recovered this heart jar from what was left of the shaman, whose bodies die with when their projections do. Unfortunately, this does not much lessen my dread, for I haven't an idea how to return the Queen's spirits or soul back to her body. A device such as this may have a nasty surprise waiting in it. My only hope, and that of the Queen's, lies in Elrath. Certainly a man that wise and that experienced in the magical arts can make reason of this terrible magic. Alright, so I guess we're returning back to Elrath. So let's see what we can do with him, and hopefully he'll have a solution for us. Alright, Elrath, what the hell do we do with this jar here? Alright, I've received an interesting magical item. It appears to be linked to the Queen. If you have questions about that item, I suggest you see Pell. She has a bit of an affinity with divination spells, and I've been so busy lately that I wouldn't be able to concentrate. Alright, well, I freed the Lurkers, I freed the Lurkers on the astral plane. They're back. Oh, and the Sha'Ahoul influence in the astral nexus has been permanently removed. Excellent. At last I can stop guarding this portal for fear that something will come through. Thank you, Anubis. Certainly everyone can get back to their regular sleep patterns soon, including ourselves, a wise one. Goodbye, Elrath. Alright, I guess we're off to Pell now. One person after another. We can't just have all the people that we need in one place. Be too easy. Alright, Pell. Can you bring back the Queen? Good afternoon, Pell. I need your assistance with an enchanted, or cursed, item I have found. You have my full attention. Please continue. I freed the Astral Guardian, who ordinarily governs the actions of the astral plane, but was imprisoned by the shaman and the Naga. So the Queen's been imprisoned in this item so that they could continue their brainwashing on the prime material plane. They were appearing to her as protectors. I do not know how this may have addled her mind. She likely does not even realize it. To put in perspective then, this is almost like a Lichstone, only in this case we certainly don't want to destroy it. If you wish to give the item in question to me, I will perform some divining magics, as they are a specialty of mine. Her voice trails off momentarily as she clears her throat. Then I shall take the item to Elrath, as enchantments are a favorite puzzle of his. Do you think you'll be able to save the Queen? I cannot say what should happen. What will happen should we succeed or fail. Also, if you have not spoken to Her Highness yet, I would not recommend it. After all, she pauses and smirks wryly. Ironically enough, you've just destroyed her protectors. Well, what she knew as her protectors. Even if it was in her dreams. We shall see what Elrath and I can do. Thank you, Pell. I shall talk with him later to see how you two have progressed. As it should be. Farewell, Anubis. May your journey be swift and the road well paved. Alright, okay. So, maybe return to Elrath then? I have no specific idea. Alright, good day, Anubis. Has Pell seen you recently? I dropped off a strange enchanted item with her. Yes, and I must admit, this is an interesting enchantment indeed. Now, this one thing that I don't understand is, we go talk to him about this, he says he's busy, so we take it to Pell, and then Pell brings it back to him. What the fuck? Anyways, again, most of what the shaman do is somewhat of a mystery to us. They seem to have come across some of the same magics, but by different means, so that understanding their enchantments is almost like working on an ancient portal. what fate will befall Queen Nanesi if this object is merely destroyed. It's possible that her spirit could get trapped, or perhaps destroyed, but we will not attempt anything until some more divination can be performed. It may just be decided that nothing is to be done to it for fear of risking her life. Hell tells me this type of magic is closely linked to that of the Lich Stone, although definitely different, as I have mentioned. If only good Felius were still with us. Actually, Elrath, he might be able to still help. What say you? How? I encountered his spirit on the astral plane. He's trapped there for the present, and it was only with his help that I was able to do what was necessary to clear the shaman taints from the astral nexus. How appropriate for him that he should find some form of life after death. Not that I find his predicament amusing, Anubis, but I cannot miss the irony of it. I'm sure that some part of Felius thinks it a tad amusing, though probably just a tad. We shall need to seek his advice on the matter. Very well, I shall return once Felius has advised me. Alright. You think you're done with the whole area? Nope. You gotta go back and talk to Felius, so I guess that explains why Felius didn't disappear into the ether. Alright. I have need of your knowledge and wisdom once more, wise one. Let's see. Elrath asked me to seek your wisdom on heart jars. Heart jars are terrible artifacts, used to trap and manipulate the souls of unknowing victims. Their soul-trapping abilities are not unlike that of the Lich Stone. I know, this is the third time that we've referenced this, which first brought us in contact with one another. Most of my knowledge on such artifacts comes from the work known as the Morbidicon Confinimus. Elrath probably has a copy of it, for it is not an extremely rare text. Likely, though, he hasn't looked at it in years. The necromantic arts never held much interest to him. Thank you, Felius. I will see if he has it. That's really all we had to do to figure this out. Oh, this is horrible. Well, return back to Elrath now. Felius told me you can find the information you need in a book entitled Morbidicon Confinimus. It contains details about the heart jar that will enable you to release Nanesi's spirit. Yes, indeed. I've not had much use for that particular volume. He moves to the bookcase with surprising grace, and returns with an undamaged dark gray book, which opens with a projected crackling sound. I believe the entry in question... yes, I see it now. It shall take me some time to devise a plan, even with this new information. Then I shall leave you to studying, wise one. What? Oh, yes, of course, Anubis. Pardon me, for I have much studying to do. I knew I should have paid more attention to this book, but I have so many. His gaze drifts over the book. Surprised, he flips through the many pages before looking back at you. Please come back soon, Anubis. This book is better ordered than I had originally thought, and this will not take long after all. I understand, Elrath. I shall return in a short while to check your progress. Well, so we'll walk out the door, wait a moment, walk back in. Is he done? Get some rest. Oh, so I guess that might be the end of the chapter? Well, I guess we'll go back and talk to our page dude over here then. And that might be the end of the chapter. Oh dear, now the page comes over. Sir Roth wishes to see you, Anubis. Madam also has requested your presence. Thank you, Intro. I will see him presently. Lovely. Alright, well, one thing that we're going to do, we're going to drop that off there. I do kind of want to hold on to that Tome of Burning Pits. The Pyre Medallion we don't need anymore. We don't need the Reef Medallion or the Brood Token. So some of that has been cleared up for us. This little thing, I really don't need it. Coordination, stealth, attack and hit recovery, defense restriction. Unless maybe it would be good for Wyatt here. Maybe. I suppose it can't really hurt. His attack is 111. That's pretty good overall. Okay, let's save. And let's go talk to Sir Roth. Ah, Anubis, it is good to see you. I trust you have been well. He sighs wearily. Now to business. There are a few problems I need you to look into. First, in the case you haven't heard, Elazar has taken ill and is being looked after by the monks. They may be close to finding the remedy for his condition, but have requested your assistance in particular. Also, there is another plague of undeath beneath Avalon. This time there's skeletons, but I'm sure you're aware of the risk. We need that area clear. The skeletons were Felius's assistance project. It is something Felius wished to do to protect the lower levels of Avalon. Stock the area with mindless, devoted defenders that would never be missed. A mage's assistant is sometimes a dangerous person. Magical ability must be tempered with wisdom, just as a child cannot be given a sword. Wastian has told me that these skeletons will attack anything but each other, so you have to speak with him, as he has locked up for fear that the skeletons would enter the keep. I'm sure you'll resolve this problem on your own. I don't recall having to lead you in the past. That being said, I'm sure you'd like to start on your duties without much further ado. I'll likely not be here when you return. I need to check on the fortifications at the East Gate. Unless you have any further questions, I hope to see you again. You need not worry about my welfare, Sir Roth. I shall not fail. I know that, Anubis. I do not fear for your welfare. Now, if you will excuse me, I must check on Tempest. Since you found that fine steel, he's agreed to make me a sword. Fester has supplied the requisite oils. It should be finished sometime today. Then I will see you when these situations have been resolved. Alright, so we have some things brought up there. Let's go talk to Muddum as well, figure out what he wants for us to do. Alright, Muddum, what have you gotten us into this time? Anubis, I must speak with you at once. Time is running out. I heard you wished to speak with me. Yes, indeed. I'm afraid that I will be leaving shortly. I'm as busy as the sages in the inner keep. Speaking of which, you should try seeing what they are doing after we have finished. Leaving? Now? In our time of need with Sha'Ahoul knocking at our castle doors? Anubis, he lowers his voice. I must take my leave of this in this dark hour. But I am certainly not abandoning Avalon. I am embarking upon the highest of orders on a mission that I am uniquely suited for. Though I cannot say exactly what I am charged with if I am successful, a chance of overcoming the siege may finally be at hand. I must speak no more, for fear that someone might overhear and foil these plans. Farewell, Anubis. I must finish my final preparations before I leave. And I have no time left to dawdle. Understand, Muddum? I wish you success. Alright, well, I guess we have time for one more little thing. So let's go talk to those sages in the inner keep, since Muddum directed us there. I don't exactly understand why. Like, what would they be up to? But let's find out. Alright, so what are these sages up to? I guess talk to Marcus, maybe? Greetings, Anubis. I am Marcus, Librarian of the King. I've heard rumors that the sages herein have been extremely busy late. Could you inform me what is going on? Certainly. Who would you like to know about? What's Sage Opius up to? Opius has been extremely involved in his work recently, ever since the arrival of his childhood friend. This Anthemus, Shadowmar, has subsequently taken one of Felius's old laboratories to further his work. Where? Downstairs? No, lad. Before Felius moved to the basement, he used to work right here in the inner keep. His laboratory lies upstairs. Take the stairwell to the north and then continue north down the long hallway, east of the bar, until you reach the corner. You can't miss it. What else? What about Fenton? Fenton came across a few old scrolls folded in a mishmash of a book. It is actually a collection of notes from different people, the subject of which are legends and rumors surrounding an ancient thieves guild. Apparently their exploits within the city that stood here before Avalon were quite infamous. Blech, if I can talk. What about Percy? Percy's king, Rience of Orium, seems overly concerned with dying from poison, and has commanded him to find as many preventative measures as possible, whether from injection or ingestion. I'm not sure if Rience is afraid of an assassin trying to poison him, or from something he'll eat. Again, I do not dare to believe I know what great matters occupy a king's intellect, or to question such actions. Gronk appears to be engrossed. What's all that about? Gronk has, admirably, been spending a good deal of time researching the land upon which Avalon stands. He believes we might be standing upon sacred ground. Surely such news, if true, could only serve to aid in the ongoing battle against the Sha'Ahoul. What about Ilar? Ilar has been a tad idle lately. Perhaps he grows tired of reading the works of others and aspires to draft one of his own. Okay. Anything that he's doing? No, not really. Alright, folks. Well, I guess the Sage is up to a little bit. Don't know if it's anything worthwhile, though. Well, let's talk about this guy about his Pharnaxan friend, because that might lead us to more spells. The War Council summoned my friend, Anthemus Shadamar, to Avalon. He's a powerful sorcerer from Fornax and has been charged with devising a way to improve our militia through magical means. As his friend and confidant, I, as well as Fenton, have been working to help him achieve these goals. The other sages are equally busy researching information relevant to Avalon. What are you helping him do? I'm helping him with an assignment to devise a means to dull our soldiers' sensitivity to pain, without hindering their minds. Some of the Pharnaxan scrolls I've been looking over lead to a possible solution to this problem. They describe a drink of extreme potency that can sharpen a man's mind while numbing him to physical pain. That sounds like a truly stiff drink, Oppius. Indeed, Anubis. I've managed to accumulate a list of ingredients needed to brew this potion, and I've recruited Gensa to help me with this assignment. He and I had most of the ingredients necessary, and several of those we didn't have were found in Felius's old laboratory upstairs. Were there any ingredients not available? Yes, but I can't remember exactly what they were. Gensa has the list. If you could spare the time, would you mind going out and checking on him? He might need some help from what he's doing, or with what he's doing. Because once you start brewing the liquid, you can't walk away from it without causing it to spoil. I fear he might have already begun. I'll check on him as soon as I get the chance. Alright, folks. Well, I think we're going to take that as the time to end it here. Yeah, we had one major battle here, which was our battle with the Sha'Ahoul Dreamwalkers. That was an interesting little fight that happened. And then, well, I guess we're pretty much starting Chapter 6 now? Yes, we are in Chapter 6 now, which is the last chapter for the Siege of Avalon. So that means we're approaching the end here, which, you know, I guess is probably a good thing overall. Where do we go from here? Well, I'd guess probably there's probably about 2 more episodes that we'll do. The following episode will be probably a lot of running around. May not have that much combat. All depends on how I decide to edit it. And then after that, I don't know, we'll see. I guess I'll talk to Anthemus here before we end it, just to see if he maybe has some spells for us. What motivates you to disturb me? Let's see. I'm helping with your concoction. Very well. Thank you. Anything you want to bring to my attention? Well, I guess not. Who are you? Just looking through all this stuff. And it doesn't look like he has anything. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have any spells for us. Drats. I was hopeful. Alright, folks. Well, that's it for today. Yeah, if you have any comments, be sure to leave them below. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click on the little bell icon so you know when I do my streams and videos. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy this video, feel free to leave a dislike as well. I know this isn't, you know, exactly the most entertaining game. I know there's a lot of reading that is involved, but hopefully my voices can provide some measure of entertainment at times. So thanks for watching, folks, and I will see you all later.